We can get this going. So we're going to do a late night cash bash. I don't know if I'm going to play that freeze out yet. Starting out the day at $3,402.52. Let's get off the shitty table and see if we can find good games. It's all cash games today, most likely. So, see where we're at. And there are 1, 2, I think this is the seat. Yeah, we'll try that table. Wasn't gonna, but why not? Ended up getting my sleep schedule kind of thrown out of whack yesterday. And there's 2 more tables. Don't really feel like playing any 10 and L. So we'll just play these. That's what I'm after. Alright. Did end up celebrating Star Wars Day yesterday. We went out to the Nerd Bar. It was pretty fun. Check them out. Wasn't really much to it, so kind of let it go. But we walked in and we checked it out, and we met one of the original Jawas from Star Wars, which was very cool. And yeah, but we just kind of walked downtown and then checked that out and then headed home and watched Rogue One, which was a lot more fun because Courtney had never seen it, and it was a great time. Hey, won the first one. Oh, the first one I attempted to. Don't know how long I'm going to play. I wasn't even sure I was going to play today. I kind of wanted to, but I was up until like 5 a.m. because I was kind of amped up. And went for a drive and tried to calm down and came back and eventually crashed out. And then had to be up for a doctor's appointment, but ended up waking up at 9 a.m. and my doctor's appointment wasn't until 1:30. Couldn't get back to sleep. No fucking idea why. But I decided, you know what? If I can't sleep, then fuck it. So I stayed up, enjoyed myself. Ooh, interesting. Got a lot of shit done today. Oil change, grocery shopping. This is interesting. Player raises, gets called. Pretty nothing flop. Check, check, ace turn. He bets small. And then he piles river, representing what he does not have. Interesting. Scare card tactic, but not exactly a great one. Let's see here. So, after getting all the errands I've ever had to do done in a day, I decided to lay down at about 6 o'clock and got some sleep. And I woke up about an hour ago, about 9:30. Took care of the dogs, made sure they were cool, and now we're here. Ace right on the flop. Could favor either range. I think we want to check. If Soj has an ace, he'll should bet pretty big. If he has the ace of hearts, it doesn't have to be too big. I'm beat. It's just that easy. Don't have to be stubborn. Don't have to c-bet every flop. Don't have to give up money. You don't need to. He's never going to fold to a single bet from me. And the fact that I have 2 kings in my hand means that it's more likely that he has ace-queen, because kings are removed. So that's kind of one of the nut worst flops for me. Not trying to make a point. I'm trying to make money. Very good thing to remember. Could I have called? Yeah, but his bet was a little bit too fast and a little bit too big for it to have any point. He should be afraid of me trapping queens. Not so much aces. I'm just going to call it jacks. I could definitely 3-bet it, but I don't think we see too much 3-betting. Kind of a good flop. Player calls and a king comes off. I'm betting here for protection to keep me from getting bluffed. And we check. He's got the king. Way to go, bro. You won the bare minimum. But if we check turn, he may bet river way too big, and that allows me to get bluffed way too often. So I like the turn bet. It buys the river. 99.999% of the time, if I check that turn, he's betting the river whether he's got the fucking king or not. So, might as well control the size of the pot. Feel pretty good. I don't mind playing against you. Close. I think he's got equity. If I have the best hand, I think it's very slight. So we're going to play 5 or 6 tables depending on what goes off. It looks like there's only one more 50. So we're just going to play that. Look at this. I mean, it's not an awful play with the ace-king suited because this player is so short. Problem is, you didn't give the original raiser a chance to respond. Original raiser can have aces just as easily. Kind of an important point. I think I'm going to go ahead and raise even though it's not 100% advisable. You can have it, sir. I think with no 3-bet, or with no caller, we like the call, not the 3-bet. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Pretty good flop. I think we're just going to call it. Don't mind other draws sticking around when we have the most powerful draw. Plus an ace comes off and makes us a ton of money. King Queen gets there. 304 cash definitely has King Queen and 2 pair combos. May even have a set of 5s taking this long. Heart on the river. I like overbetting. I like betting pot on some of these that seem like they're bullshit. We do that enough times, we'll get called. If we're not going to get called anyway, might as well not get called on a big bet. I don't think there's any real bet I can get called there on. Maybe I can play like it's a blocker bet and bet 1/3 pot. Seems kind of silly though. I don't think there's just much for anybody to have. Plus, some people will think about the fact that I have just the ace of hearts in my hand. Very possible. Good to see a couple people coming out right away. Preesh. Ooh, we might get another 50 going. Love these little raises by some players. Could definitely 3-bet it, but this time of night I don't think it's necessary. I'm going to bet small. It's hard for somebody to have the queen here. It's just very hard to continue. This time of night, I really hate folding these hands, but I'm sticking to my ranges that I've created for this game. I really hate it, but I'm not coming in with less than 7s here. So this is going to look strong either way. Unless this player raises huge. It's not as big as a standard squeeze, but it's fine. Crypto kind of hates this shit too. He really hates folding to me. So this is like the nut flush. I'd like somebody to open here. Always good. Jams $10. It becomes interesting, but there's not enough money. If we both had $100 and he called, then I could call. But, yeah. Kind of silly to re-raise. Because I'm either going to continue or I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I am going to have pocket 10s there sometime, and when he makes that re-raise, I'm going to jam. Just because I know what he's doing. But I think you can just call there. King Queen suited, you can absolutely just call there. Like, what's the benefit in re-raising? I mean, I wasn't calling it anyway, but what's the you know, you think you're going to get me to fold like pocket 10s or something, or jacks? Maybe 9s, but I kind of doubt it. I probably would have 3-bet you myself. Crypto raising a lot out of first. I think we want to just call. I'm going to start 3-betting him, but I just, not yet. I want to kind of give it a little bit more time. That's a nice hand, or a nice flop. Should be fairly good for me. He's supposed to have the king, so I'm supposed to have more flush draws. So sometimes we get called by like jacks, tens. I think the more hands I don't show down on this table, the more likely I'm going to get paid off later. I think it's like a boiling point. It just feels that way. These players are, playing all day, and I'm coming in fresh, so. Another table might get going. There's 3 players on it. Look at this. Woof. All the outs you can muster. Nope. This is a ridiculous. Look at this. Raise or limp. Limps in first. Raise, re-raise, limp raise. Limp min 4-bet. 5-bet. Jam. How? How does that work? It's a good note to put on somebody. Just the ability to play that one move actually tells you so much about a player. Ooh. This guy Tharp really likes to take shots. Calls out of the small with 3-5. Check, bet, call. Check, check. Bets river. Super small. Call. Players who like to bluff a lot really hate getting bluffed. Damn, just that quick that table died. You had 3 players on it, and then I guess a big pot happened and the table died. Because all three of the players who were on it, yeah, they're all still here. There we go. There's my fifth one. Big stacks on this table. And I'm right in the middle of them. Oh, these players have been 162, 112 minutes. Yeah, I knew it was coming. You see King Queen get checked here a lot on this flop for the gut shot and overs. Like the 10-9 flop, it's just always so bad. 2 hours. And all these big stacks, they've been taking down all the money. 2 on my right and 1 on my left. Where's everybody going? Where's everybody going? Oh, maybe it's tournament break. Overbet. Gee, I wonder what he had. Small bluffs, big value. It's a good note to make. Defended. Made the 10. Check. Bets turn. Bets river. Interesting here. Yeah, hard to feel like I was beat here, but with the player behind, I don't know. Sometimes he's got like 9s or something, or 10s. Aces? Wow, you got the minimum, sir. The minimum. The fuck did he have? Pocket 3s. Where's everybody going? He may go for it, although sometimes he's got a value hand here, like a king. No? Yeah, he had a king. He had 2 pair, king 6. Look at that. You check 2 pair on a running flush draw? You're ridiculous, sir. Alright, well, this table died. That sucks. Maybe we'll have to get on some 10 and L. I guess I could have led that one small. I think that's an interesting play I should integrate. Because these players don't value bet enough. They're really afraid to get value owned. So maybe if I start leading small, they'll start being afraid of getting bluffed. I'm just going to check and let this Bluffy McBlufferson bluff me. He could have spades. No? Yeah. Hard to get action out of this guy. Like, he takes one shot, and you don't know if it's going to be on the turn or the river. 6-7. He just had nothing going on. Aces again. Ace king suited. I switch these flops. Well, we can get a jack now. I mean, I should have all the aces, but in all honesty, I'm not going to take a shot at it. I'm going to let somebody with a 9 take this pot. 7, 8, 6s. Definitely could have won this one betting the turn and river. But I think it's better sometimes, especially this time of night, to just be passive. Because the bluffs that count will get through. I'm going to have 3-bet and 4-bet. Maybe we put up some 10 and L. I mean, I don't feel like Stu Younger here is going to take off. I think he's just taking a leak. And I kind of want to play against him. So maybe we'll try to keep these games going. This table's dying. It's one of those things where these tables may come back to life. Ugh, everybody left. I wanted to play poker. Yeah, I'm going to get on the 10 and Ls. It is a 4-bettable or 3-bettable hand, but we don't have to. Get a lot of checks. 10 on the turn is very nice. It's kind of a interesting play by this player to always bet the turn. See, now that's odd because he's going to have a lot of 2 pairs. He's going to have a lot of 6s. He's going to have a lot of 10-9s, but it's not his biggest bet, so I think we just call. Yeah. Yeah, I think the big bet kind of gives it away on this guy. Ugh. I'm just going to bet big. It's late night. We're going to get overdrawn at. Not overly worried about the king unless I get raised. Yeah. I think he was drawing. And this table's done. So we saw limp in first and then a call. And then I called and then this guy raised. So I think it's okay to call. Looks so good. $4 bet should be an overpair. I'm not 100% though. Yeah, I think he's going to continue betting. Well, I'm on all the 10 and Ls waiting lists. So I just want to play, so that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to play that freeze out. ACR, maybe? Maybe. Wish I didn't have to rest so long. I would love to have played for a few hours. I don't really have a tournament in me. Is there any sit and goes going off? Maybe that'll be fun, huh? All in or fold, 2 times tickets to the $11 for $220. Huh. What are you? Top 2 get a ticket. Interesting. How many does it need? Huh. What does it need? 10? Ah, 12. So that's kind of fun. You got the Venom steps. Maybe we get into a sit and go. $15 Hyper Turbo 6 Max. That could be fun. Ooh, there's 5 people. You know what? I always take it as a sign. Whenever there's one that I can register and make it go off, I kind of want to play it. So, this is a Hyper Turbo 6 Max for $15.80. And second place pays 31, top prize pays 60. Sorry, I got a text here. Courtney's having the night out. We start out with 25 blinds. I mean, I know it's going to go up quick. It's a fun new thing. Why not? Pay for a couple tournament buy-ins. And we're still making a little money on the went to the doctor today for physical. Haven't done an actual office visit with my doctor in almost 2 years. Because it's all phone appointments. And I have to see my doctor like every 2.5, 3 months because of the testosterone that I'm on. So I have to do blood work, then they go over it, they ask me if anything's changed, blah, blah, blah. You know, I get my scripts refilled. Well, I had an in-office visit for the first time in so long, and she noticed the nails. Asked about them. Had to come out to my doctor. Which, you know, it's hilarious, but she immediately asked me about bathhouses. She's like, she immediately had questions that were quite inappropriate. Which is fine, it always happens, but it's so funny when it comes from a doctor who you would think would be educated on, you know, different lifestyles. Nope. She's still a straight person. And fairly conservative. I think I want to do this. I don't always squeeze this one. It's actually a good one, but once we get past the under the gun, I mean, sometimes this guy jams, but I actually think we can call it. Yeah, it's a good squeeze. I miss those sometimes, so I'm trying to find the spots and force myself to take them. So maybe I'm overcorrecting. This is actually more of a squeeze than the other one, but being on the button is a big difference. I have not studied this spot six-handed, everybody with 15 blinds or less. So, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure if this guy jams, I'm supposed to call. What calls in the blind? Pairs call in the blind. I'll take it. Could have raised this, but I think coming out of first we have to be a little bit more conservative. Courtney's coming home. Next blind level 2550. Yeah, why not? Aces for the third time tonight. Come on, Drew. You got to be getting tired of me. No? Alright. Drew's got patience. Ooh, that's a get in. That was easy. Even with the second jam. Oh, look at this. Aces in the big. Look at this. And the jack comes off. He can get a queen. There's the ace. I can get a club or a queen. Look at this. King 10, Jack Jack, Ace King, Ace Ace. Three of us get eliminated all at once. That's fucking hilarious. The guy in the big blind has aces. I still had 12 outs. Want to make these all the same size. Those are fun. This is a $10 Turbo 9 Max. I don't think I have the patience for it. Blitz. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. 27-man sit and go. Ooh. This is a new thing. 27-man sit and go regular $15 9 max. Top 5 paid. First prize 162. That's like the old Poker Stars tournaments. That's pretty awesome. Three table sit and go. Oh, look at this great flop for my hand that I folded. They got 18-man 1650s. Pays $100 for first, 108. Top 4 get paid. It's not bad. Gut shot. Ace isn't great. I lose. Yeah. I win over here, right? Yeah. Why are people always trying to represent the... Like, what do you think I'm calling you with? You're betting with just pure removal. Like, if he had 10-7, he'd be better off here because he doesn't have removal versus the hands that I should have. I should have big cards in my hand. And when you have 2 big cards in your hand, 2 Broadway cards, it makes it less chance that I have Broadway cards, which means if I did call you, there's more of a chance that I have a pair, a flush draw, or an ace. So, like, it's like one of the worst bluffing spots because of his blockers. He's literally blocking the cards I'm supposed to have. This player's super short, so I'm just going to limp behind. I'm rewatching the fucking hand now. The ace-king. Get 3-bet by Cheddar. Good flop. I doubt I get called here. Yeah. Maybe if I bet the turn, maybe, but I kind of doubt it. It's a super scary board for the 3-better. I mean, he doesn't have a pair very often, so. He's got hit on grinder. Hey, how's life going? Who the fuck starts a conversation that way? That's like, careful what you wish for, man. You may get an answer you don't want. Yeah. Aces, kings, and he snaps a king. Man, this motherfucker is really living good today. I don't mind betting the turn if nobody bets. You win, cards. Takes forever and then checks. Get 3-bet. Yeah. It's ace queen. It's ace jack. I think we want to bet here just so a 10 doesn't call. He shouldn't have a king. Sometimes we check and lose to the suited 10. Ace high? Ace high. My man made no attempt to fucking win the pot. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with ACR, I don't think. Fuck it. I'll just close it. Could still put up more 10 and Ls. There's a few left. There's... Oh, wait a minute. There's one that I missed. Sometimes he has king, queen, but I think we can bet here. Now I know we can bet. Hopefully he does have king, queen. What, no raise? You suck. You're supposed to give me all the money, not just some of the money. I'm having fun. Hey, lots of people here. I appreciate that. Boom. Another top set of 9s. So when Unger's betting here, he's supposed to have overpairs. So we're just kind of hoping clubs don't come off to kill my action. I'm going to raise. I mean, it's kind of hard for him to continue with an overpair, but I don't think he folds to one raise. And his bet was kind of automatic, so maybe I should have just let him keep firing. I don't know. I don't think he fires river, though. Maybe if I check raise flop. Ooh, open ender. 9s on the flop have been working for me. Just put a 9 on the flop, I'll win. I think he's got like ace king or something. He's not going to fold to one bet. I should have bet turn and river. It's fine though. If the player's not going to make an attempt, I'm not going to abuse that. Okay. Lead out. Ace's 4th time today. I like the poster. That can fuck people up. Well, that was easy. Maybe somebody else wants to get involved? Cards? Maybe you? With King Jack or something? Look at the call. Well, the money's going in. We're just going to have to take a couple extra seconds. This might be a 4-way pot. Cards re-raises? Well, sorry for you, bro. 3-way all in. Kings, queen 10, 10s. It's pretty good for me. How good is this run out? Queen 10, pocket 10s, 2 kings. So I literally have to dodge 2 queens and 2 kings. So that's a nice little pickup. Some players are just on that fuck it stack. It's the end of the night. Look at this. Flops at 7's full. That's a fun one. Well, I gotta bet at some point. Raise. Raise. Somebody's got to have a 6. Raise. Nice play. Oops. 6 is full, no good, sir. Don't mind this. Player leads out with a lot of 2-pair and straight combos, so we'll see. I mean, 7-8 is kind of the most likely. I don't think we're folding if cards calls. I mean, he can have hands like 3-4. At 8's kind of bad. He should be worried about me. Yeah. I don't think he's going bet, bet, bet blind. Ooh. Yeah, 8-7. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Can't fold it on the turn, but look at the ace-9. Cards, what are you doing, man? Like, I really like the guy, but he really can't play worth a damn. This table's going down. Wow. Matt might be giving it away. $10 at a time. I really wanted to play more. I guess we got to deal with what we got. Fold, fold, fold. Oh, and a 10. There was a 10 too. Somebody could have gotten a set of 10s. So 5 outs on the river I had to fade. It's like aces versus king queen when somebody flops top pair queen. Oof, rivered the 9 ball. How did that get there? So flop, bet call. Check, bet, call, turn. Reasonable. There's the 9 river. Check, bet, huge. I don't like this bet. I mean, it's very possible somebody could have 10-9. I think that's kind of an easy one to get away from. Like, I think you might actually be doing better off to bet small there, because he's not going to go over pot usually. Well, I raised this one, and this is my target. I'm not going to see a lot of jams, but kind of have to raise. Well, I'm dead. Unless the jack hits, I'm fucked. That's a good lead. Look at the jack on the river. Trying to get the overcall, but he should have... Yeah, he's bluffing. Look at this. You're bluffing on this board, bro. I always have an ace here. I could have just called it and hoped to get the overcall behind, but I don't even think these players are that bad. I think the player was leading 2-pair in the end on that last one when I had the ace-king gutter. That's why I didn't call the turn bet. I think he's going to have 10-jack a lot. It's just a simple pause, call, bet. You win. Limp. Raise. So I don't love it because of the limp here, but I'm just gonna call. I think underplaying this one's kind of a good idea. Plus, we want to leave the option open for Unger to 3-bet. Ooh, I thought that 10 was gonna be that jack right there. If it wasn't paired, like if it was King Jack 9, I would call. But because the board's paired, like he could just have, you know, ace jack, and then I could spike an ace and lose. So it's fine. Look at this. Ooh. Oh, some short stack. I didn't realize. Guy had like 20 blinds. This guy's just reloading $4 at a time. It's kind of funny. We are going to re-raise here. I mean, if he jams, it kind of sucks, but I think we have to call. Because he's too short. Not folding. He's going to have 10s and 9s as often as he's going to have queens. Same guy. I mean, if he's got aces, it's whatever, but he's going to have ace, queen, and king, queen just as much. Guess not. Ace, king, and you didn't want to get it in? It's kind of funny. This is why you don't play short, man. You run out of options very quickly. Very quickly. Oh, my buddy left. Sergeant is snoring. Folding. Get 3-bet by Crispy. He checks. We're going to bet the turn. Hoping to not hit a set. Ton of bad cards for me. Unless he has a pair of queens here. Yeah, he's just always going to have ace-king. So, players don't know to 3-bet 10s and ace-jack and ace-queen there. Or ace-jack suited and ace-queen there. So, when I call, take my time, and then wait for him to fucking fall on his fucking face. We can bet the turn for protection. I mean, it's a blind. You know, hitting a second pair wouldn't be too bad. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. This guy may jam now. No? How good is a 5 versus spin in position? He can absolutely have flushes. He can absolutely have an ace. My problem is he can have the ace-king with the king of spades. So we're going to let that go. Who's coming in here? Yeah. That's nice. Obviously not the greatest card, but it's kind of good because king-queen can be out there a lot. That's big enough. We'll call it. Could raise it, but yeah, straight. Spade on the river's bad. I mean, we're just going to keep raising. Just dodging fours and diamonds here. Really? Does he ever have a set here? Yeah. Great play, bro. You got the minimum. Guess we're done with this one. I don't know. Yeah. It's hard for him to not have a pair, right? Like Jack High is kind of hard to win with. I think we can raise this one. Check here. I think we're gonna get off this one. Yeah, that one died. Queen's not what I wanted to see, dealer. Yeah, stop that. I mean, the problem here is we're up against a lot of full houses. Well, there's a raise, so that answers that fucking question. Wow. Boy, were you drawing dead. That was the best hand you can draw dead with, by the way. No, you don't have enough. So this is tempting, but I think we have to give it up because Cheddar's in first. He can absolutely have something that can 4-bet. Oh. I mean, great flop for the ace-jack suited. But hard to know. I'm looking. I don't see much else going on, though. I think I'm going to call it here. So just a short session. Let's see where we ended up here. Wow, that's kind of crazy. I mean, it's a good bluff spot if you're like basic. Where did we end up? 358 or 34.5807. So picked up $56. Not bad for an hour and 10 minutes. You know, that's about the hourly rate I'm looking for. I'm looking for about a buy in an hour at 50 an L. So I'm happy with it. There just wasn't much going on. I missed most of the day, man. It was my fault. But I needed the rest and all like that. And that means that tomorrow we'll be up and around for tournaments probably pretty early. And we're going to put in a good long session on Friday and going into the weekend. So, cool. I'm going to send you guys out to a host. It's one of my absolute favorites. Please stick around and just check her out for like 10-15 minutes. You're going to laugh your ass off. Have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for coming out, man. It was great.